Hello and welcome to RASX's press conference. Today we will be revealing a special and huge objective in our history. I'm very excited to introduce to you our Head of Engineering Department Extreme, our COO GTA, and our founder and CEO himself, CR.
Hello and welcome to RASX's conference about the Falcon Heavy. In this conference, we'll be talking about following: what is the Falcon Heavy, what it's capable of doing, estimated launch timings, and the benefits of the Falcon Heavy. If you have any questions, make sure to type it in the YouTube live chat or in the game chat, or also in the Discord server. For all questions will be answered when the conference has been concluded. So, let's get started. The Falcon Heavy is a partially reusable heavy-lift vehicle with a strengthened first stage in between two Falcon 9 boosters. The Falcon Heavy has the ability to lift into orbit nearly 64 metric tons, and the Falcon Heavy also includes 27 Merlin engines, together generating more than 5 million pounds of thrust at liftoff. This is also equal to approximately 18 747 aircrafts.
Alright, hello everyone, I'm GTAV and more. Alright, here are some of the basic statistics about the Falcon Heavy. The height of the Falcon Heavy is an estimated 70 meters tall. The diameter of the vehicle is around 12 meters tall. 12 meters. More statistics are shown behind me on the huge screen. The Falcon Heavy can launch an estimated 23,000 kg into low Earth orbit when expanded, or roughly 16,000 kg when reused, similar to our Starlink missions. The Falcon Heavy can withstand between 64,000 kg when fully expanded and about 38,000 kg with a 2-core return to launch site landing and 1 core on a drone ship. Falcon Heavy can also get about 22,000 kg to transfer orbit when fully expanded, but can still get about 13,000 kg when doing the double RTLS and 1 drone ship landing.
So, the first launch of the Falcon Heavy will be a test flight. This is in order for us to gather data to improve and to update our systems, launching the Falcon Heavy in the best of our capabilities from the software department.
We had many launches with the FCV-3. However, it is time for us to develop a new flight computer. We are glad to introduce you FCV 4.20, including minor updates. However, the updates will be confidential at this time. Stay tuned for more info about the new FCV 4.20 soon.
So, this concludes our conference about the Falcon Heavy. Thank you all for coming, and we may now answer your questions.
Alright, thank you. What an exciting announcement. We will now be taking a 10-minute break. When we get back, we will be answering your questions. If you have any questions, make sure to send them in our Discord server or YouTube live chat. Make sure to mention in the beginning your name and who you are asking the question to. Alright, we are now back. I will be reading off some questions. Alright, so we have a message from Hing to CR. When will you guys do stuff with Starship?
When will we do stuff with Starship? Well, we're following a really specific timeline, if you will. So our main idea was to, as you know, we've been doing Falcon 9 missions, and from the Falcon 9, we've gradually developed to the Falcon Heavy. Then after Falcon Heavy, we may be doing crew missions. We've also been doing CRS missions. So it's gone from Falcon 9 to CRS missions to Falcon Heavy. So after Falcon Heavy, we may be having Crew Dragon, and then after Crew Dragon, we'll see if Starship is possible. But at this point, we're still focused on Falcon Heavy.
Alright, so we have another question from Connor. To CR again. How long do you expect it to take for Crew Dragon to arrive?
Well, there's not really a specific date of when we will have Crew Dragon. As I said before, our main priority is Falcon Heavy, and yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I would like to answer that question. Just a note, we do need like a lot of CRS missions to the International Space Station, so we can't really know when will we have like Crew Dragon yet. So yeah.
Alright, so we have another question from Nino to GTA. Could you give us some more details about Flight Computer V 4.2 and why it was named 4.2? 4.20.
All right. First of all, the name of it is just for memes, just for jokes and stuff. I can't really tell you what are the updates of the flight computer, but I can surely say it will be amazing and way, way, way better than what we saw now. So trust me.
I mean, the main idea was for it to be called FCV 420, but since we had FCV 3, it makes more sense to do CV 4.20. So yeah, it's just for the memes.
We have another question from Connor to CR. From Hing actually. There's two Connors in the chat. It's Connor Hing. It's to CR, and they are asking, will you ever accept more allies?
At this point of time, we won't be accepting any more ally requests, since we want to keep our affiliations with the groups that are active and that we know are beneficial for us. For example, collabing together and possibly maybe doing missions together. For example, taking some of their astronauts and putting them in our Crew Dragon missions. Those kind of collaborations.
We have a question from Nino to CR. Why did you remove Curlington from the allies list? Or the allies channel?
Well, we've been re-updating our ally list since we had around don't really remember, but we've had a lot of allies and we've been cutting some of them down to shorten the circle of our affiliations. So after the conference, I'll add it back.
We have a question from Corporal Drink to CR or GTA. Would you ever have allied missions? For example, a resupply mission to an Unleashed Explorers space station.
Most likely we will, because one, it'll help us do more missions, accomplish more missions, and two, it will help out our affiliation. And it's a win-win situation. So someone in the chat said, what's head engineer for? Well, the head engineer is for someone who is really talented in their deving skills. And we put a lot of, well, our current head engineer has helped us with many of the things you see in the videos. For example, the launch tower in LC39A as well. And yeah. So basically, head engineer is for someone who's highly qualified in their development skill.
All right, so we have a question from Luke to anyone. The question is, how long does it take to configure the rocket for launch?
Alright, this question is really good. It usually takes like 4 days to make the payload and rocket ready for launch, but we still have like to wait 3 more days, which is basically a week before we can launch it. So yeah, let's say a week.
We'll be taking in 3 more questions and then we'll end off our conference.
All right, so we have a question from Luke to anyone. Will there be a Starship in the future or not?
Alright, as we mentioned earlier in this press conference, actually CR mentioned it before, uh, we are following the real-time timeline like SpaceX. So we had Falcon 9, now we have no wait, we had CRS missions, now we got the Falcon Heavy. We still need to have like at least 10 flights of CRS missions, and then we can move on to Crew Dragon, and maybe then we can start with the Starship program.
All right, we have a question from Hing to anyone. What is the first payload you guys launched at RASX?
First payload we launched? Or
Yeah, first payload.
our first payload we launched, if I remember correctly, was the smallsat satellite.
Yep,
And
confirmed.
yeah, GTA and I have worked on that, and we went on to a variety of different payload.
Okay, we have another question from Luke to anyone. Will there be more Falcon Heavy launches too?
Well, we haven't really had a Falcon Heavy launch yet. As we said, we'll be having one soon. Hopefully soon. And that will be our test flight. And then after the test flight, we'll see if there's any area of improvement. And then we'll have our first official Falcon Heavy launch.
Yeah, if you guys has payload you want to launch on board Falcon Heavy, feel free to send us files in the forums.
Alright, that was our last question for today. If you guys have any more questions, make sure to post them in our social medias and we will do our best to answer them. Goodbye for today.